This is Hamish and Andy.
Star Trek. It's going to be a huge film. Obviously, not just for Trekkies though. I have no idea about Star Trek.
Oh, mate, you went in ready to be a bit sceptical.
Yeah.
I was nervous I was going to get a wedgie for enjoying Star Trek from one of the jocks.
But it was fantastic.
Mate, it's a terrific film. It's out May 7th in Australia. The world premiere was the other night at the Sydney Opera House. We were lucky enough to catch up with J.J. Abrams. He's the creator of not just Lost, and he's also done Alias and Felicity, heaps of TV shows.
Mission Impossible 3.
Did Cloverfield.
Yeah.
He's done a lot.
And we caught up with him in his hotel room. Here's how it went.
J.J. Abrams.
Welcome to the Hamish and Andy Show.
It's a pleasure to be here.
First of all, congrats. I loved the film. I'm not a Star Trek fan. My friends that are Star Trek fans loved it as well.
Oh, right on.
Were you worried about the nerds more than the actual people that aren't Trekkies?
I was worried about everyone.
Andy's a jock. He's anti-nerd.
Oh, fantastic.
He's right at the other end of the spectrum. So you got jocks, nerds.
That's fantastic.
You got the whole high school spectrum.
This is a dream.
My brain imploded, not like the planet last night, going,
Really?
how come I'm enjoying this?
It makes no sense.
What is that hand move called, by the way? A high three?
High three. Well, Zachary actually couldn't do it with his right hand. Really? He had to glue his fingers together.
On the film, you had to glue his fingers together.
In the scene, he could only do it with his left hand. So when I was like, dude, you can't do it with your left hand. And he was like, but I do this, I can't, So we're like, okay. So we glued it together, and he was like,
Glue it together?
yeah. I mean, not permanently.
It's like going Superman can't make a fist, so we had to just lack a band his fist together.
There is a hype for J.J. Abrams. I mean, obviously, after Lost and Alias, all these fantastic things you've done. When was the tipping point for J.J. Abrams' hype?
The fact that I'm sitting here with you guys talking about Star, I mean, it's all surreal. No, it's crazy.
I know. Don't be nervous.
But it's true. This is last night when we were walking into the Sydney Opera House. Every step, you feel like it's not real.
It looks stunning visually. One of my favourite shots, one shot that sort of made me smile a little bit, is when the Enterprise, the spaceship, jumps into warp speed, so it's going faster than the speed of light, and the camera wobbles a little bit, like it jumps so fast. There's a cameraman hanging in space and he wobbles.
You're laughing, but literally, I've had discussions about those shots that are impossible to get, have to have a humanity to them.
Yeah.
They have to have a lot, otherwise they're these weird, sterile, phony...
I do like the idea of the cameraman there going, whoa, whoa. It's all right, mate, it's all right, I got you.
That's right. Whoa, that was a close warp. It's ridiculous.
Well, these are all the computer animated scenes. Look, say if you couldn't use special effects.
Yeah. Give me a second.
What do you think would have been the really difficult parts of the film to do?
I reckon going to the head of the studio and asking for $16 trillion for the fight scenes. We can't do it on the back lot because we're going to make a black hole, and that's going to...
No question, the black hole would have been the hardest. To have to sort of find a new location every time I wanted to reshoot it. Because you have to go to a place where there wasn't a black hole.
We have to finish up, actually, JJ, by asking you the staples of sci-fi films. It seems that the baddies always have a different colour laser than the goodies, and that's just a sci-fi staple. Did you notice any of these things making it?
I thought a lot of that has to do just with trying to differentiate two sides.
Definitely.
So it's like, if every chess piece were the same color when you played a game, you'd be like,
Exactly. The Star Trek guys, obviously, they've got their uniform, Starfleet, bad guys, and there's Eric Banner and his crew. Sort of look a bit like bikies. Tailoring seems to be...
There's one scene we were shooting that it was... I don't know if you remember when the captain of the first ship comes and gets off. He's looking out, and we cut away, and then we come back to him. But we used to, when we shot it, we stayed with him, and we saw what he saw, which was this group of Eric Bana's sort of, henchmen
cronies,
coming, and it looked like the lamest 80s music video, like this boy band all walking through it, and I was like, oh my god, this sucks. I was like, this is literally the worst, and I was like, how do I? So I ended up shooting it in a way that, and we ended up cutting the whole thing because it was just it was literally my whole thing every day was, how do I make this not suck? And there were times when I would be sweating. We're sitting here with on these sets and all the bald, pointy ear and tattoos, and it was like, and I'd think, okay, well, when Peter Jackson or George Lucas, right, when those directors made their fantasy science fiction films, they must have had moments where it's like they looked at it from the outside and realized this is dumb. You know what I mean? I would see it from another point of view, and I would have to like stop it and go back to be inside of it and make it work. So
well, you made it work, mate.
You made it work, great. It took a lot of courage not to rip the pointy ears off and go, we're just going to do this as a normal human rom-com. It's fantastic.
Thank you so much.
Great to meet you, JJ.
Cheers. Thank you so much.